Hey everyone, Phoenix here. Today we are doing the Banderling Haunt quest. To start this quest, you're going to want to come to Stonehold and talk to Sifis Soldo. I think this is optional, but you get some good background on the quest. This guy is like an entrepreneur. He wants to build a resort for weary adventurers, and he found this spot, and the only problem is that there's a small Banderling village there, so he asks us to go there and take care of the problem, and then come back with proof that we've moved the Banderlings out. So we are going to head to this Banderling village. The coordinates are 73 north, 6.6 west. So I think the fastest way to get there is to get a portal to Crater and then take the Anadil portal. If you don't have easy access to Crater, you can do the Holtberg to Crystal Mines route, and that should get you there pretty quickly as well. So let's head to the dungeon. So we're going to take our Crater portal here and run to the Anadil portal in the Cradle Settlements. And then from the Anadil portal, it's about a 4-click run to the dungeon. So we will pick it up again when we get there. All right, so we made it to the Banderling village. There's a bunch of Banderlings. There's some haystacks for some reason, someone's corpse, and you can see like an idol-looking statue here. So what we need to do is actually kill this Banderling spirit dancer. And then on the corpse of the Banderling spirit dancer is this crude carving. And there's a crude statue with a small square indentation as if something was meant to be placed there. So let's hand over the crude carving, and then the statue summons a portal to the Banderling Shrine. All right, so inside this dungeon, there's 3 Banderling spirit dancers. They each have a piece of a key that we need in order to finish the quest. So, spirit seekers. So here's the first one. It's you could tell which one it is because it's got the red coloring instead of the gray coloring. So we're going to kill this one, we'll loot the corpse, and we'll get the first piece of the key, which is this ring of vines. And then we're going to head further into the dungeon to the next spirit seeker. I forget exactly where each of them is, but generally we want to be heading kind of like northeast in this dungeon. Or just generally north. Not in here. I guess you could add the Spirit Seeker to your V-Sense if you wanted to. Here's the second one here at the bottom of this ramp. There we go. And we're going to grab the stone emblem. A stone emblem with a face carved upon it. Alright, so then you're going to cross this bridge and you're going to start to see these Gromnies. Now, this quest is restricted to level 60. I think you'd have a hard time right at level 60 doing this quest because these Gromnies are really tough. So we're just looking for that last Spirit Seeker. I don't know if these Gromnies were like buffed, but they seem a lot tougher than the Banderlings. So that's the door that we're going to make the key for. So we're going to backtrack a bit to find the Spirit Seeker. There it is right there. So it's right by the door at the end. So I think as long as you don't miss the first Spirit Seeker, the other 2 are kind of right on the path you want. And here we're going to grab this murky gem, and then let's run around the corner here and find a safe spot, or maybe clear some of these Gromnies so that we can put this key together. So putting the key together does require a lockpick. I just got lockpick to do this quest, so I don't have a ton of points into it. I also need to get some better weapons on this guy if I'm going to keep making videos with him. All right, so we got the Gromnies cleared out, so we can take our time here. So we're going to use the Ring of Vines on the stone emblem. Yeah, so I have a 95% chance right now with a lockpick of exactly 300. So I'm going to put some points into it because I definitely do not want to fail and then have to go do this again. All right, so we got it up to 98% chance with a 330 lockpick. And can we get some more points just to be safe without wasting all the XP? So we'll put it in a quarter. That works. All right, that barely did anything. But anyway, 98% chance worked. So we got a 3-use Banderling Holy Symbol, which is nice. If you decide to repeat this quest, you only have to do the key part every 4th time you want to run it, which is pretty nice for repeats. So we're going to run here, use the key on the door, cross this bridge, and then I'm going to use the bridge to hopefully get some of these Gromnies off my back. We'll quickly clear this out, and then you're going to use the statue Banderling Idol. It's going to spawn 2 Ruby Gromnies and this awesome looking Banderling Ghost. I'm sure it's a spirit, or I don't know, maybe this is like their god. Banderling Ancient Spirit. This is a really cool looking model. Alright, that was super easy to kill. Yeah, so like the Banderlings are like way weaker than the Gromnies. Or maybe I just don't have the right weapon for the Gromnies. All right, so then we're going to just loot the Ancient Spirit. There's an oily stone, a dark stone, although not exactly wet. It feels oily. You feel an evil aura emanating from the stone. So we'll grab that. If you use the statue again, it just says a cacophony of voices can be heard growing ever louder until the noise threatens to deafen you. Once you loot the oily stone, we can just head back to Stonehold to turn the stone into Sifis Sildo for our rewards. We got to go the slow way on this character. All right, so we'll hand the oily stone over. We get 9 million experience plus the experience trinket. You get Sifis Sildo's Half Moon Spear. And he says, hey, wait a minute, I can't drop this stone. So, yeah, that's the quest. Definitely seems harder than it should be for a level 60 restricted quest. Let's see if we can... Oh, this is a finesse weapon, so I can't wield it to show it to you, but it does look pretty cool. Maybe I could ivory it and drop it on the ground. So it's got minor finesse, finesse 6, and then some item magic spells. There we go. Yes, we got some ivory. Yeah, so pretty cool looking little half moon spear. Got a little particle effect at the top there. So overall, not a bad reward. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching.